Okay, folks, welcome to Five Sounds Realty Home Tour. Today we're at 204 West John Thompson Road in the lovely town of Coleraine. We're actually out in the countryside, as you see right here, giving a view of the neighborhood. As such, two homes right there, and it actually ends. The road ends right there. And it seems like there's a lot being cleared right down here on the left for maybe a possible another home. And the home in question is right here. This listed as a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. You know, a little over 1,100 square feet. And on the market at this point in time for $45,000, sitting on about half an acre. Okay. Now this home does need some work, and we'll investigate that as we go inside. Everything that's here stays here. If you purchase a house, there's going to be no cleaning. No power is going to be turned on for inspections. It is pretty much you get what you get, and that's it. Metal roof from outside looks to be in pretty good shape. Alrighty, so let's go on in and we'll start investigating. I'm hoping we can see a lot of this here because, well, it's dark in there and there's no power, and one room in specific because it does not have any windows. They were covered over, but anyway, we'll investigate that. Right here, coming in the door, is where the major problem is in the home, I do believe. Don't know if you can see it here, but I'll step in and show you in a moment. The living room as it sits, okay. Nothing extra grand about it, just a living room, okay. The problem is right here. The floor has separated. Can you see that? Okay. It drops down. It is fallen off, I think, basically the foundation. It's down right here. It looks like it comes back up on the corner to where it should be. And it's just right here. And it looks like it's back up to where it should be over there. But this is the living room. Okay. No ceiling lights. Plaster or whatever seems to be cracking a little bit. You know, it's a metal door. You know, it's pretty much has to be restructured in here. Otherwise, you know, it's probably paint job over here or something, and you might be okay. Then you see where it's coming down there. All right. We're going to go into what's the kitchen and dining area. You can see this. Really nondescript in here. The built-in cabinets, which they all probably seem pretty sturdy, you know, for a home built in the 70s, the early 70s or 78, I forget which. But I can't say that it's true, but it kind of feels like the floor maybe does a little to that way, but it's minimal if it is. And I don't know, maybe it's just because it's an illusion. See how the dots there are wider from the carpet than they are over here? Maybe it's just an illusion. I don't know, but I'm having that feeling. So where the stove goes, it's electric. Okay? Like I said, again, nondescript, $45,000. You know, refrigerator would go there. Side door. There is no door directly to the back, although there is a window. Alrighty. And with the siding that's on this home, you could easily put some kind of door to the back if you wished. Okay. Let's go down the hall. And here's where things might begin to get a little dark for this one room, but we will see. Turn on my camera light. And it's this room right here. All right. You can kind of see it. It's a bedroom. Okay. We'll step in and see if you can see it. That window is fake. It's been covered in on the outside. So that's why it's dark in here. And I think when you look at the pictures, you can get a better view of the room actually. Doesn't much seem to be wrong in here. There's some glass panel down there that I don't really want to step on. But you can see, I think maybe even in the pictures when you look at them online, the ceiling here goes down. That's because it's following the eave of the home. This wall goes right out to the eave of the home, and we'll see that on the outside. There's a closet, standard closet for this kind of a room. I mean, nice bedroom. Well, if we had it in the old days, a nice dark room for your photography. But linen closet, another bedroom. Now things are brighten up again. Obviously, everything needs to be redone, painted, cleaned up. Not sure how the floors are under this, but that's where the front door is roughly, remember? The floor seems fine, okay? It seems fine, but you know, that would be up to whoever's here. Get you an inspection and you'll know for sure. I'm just trying to show visible what I can see. Nondescript closet. I do have nice little baseboards in the home. All right, we'll go out of this bedroom and we'll go into the bathroom. The main bathroom where you take all your showers. All right. Blue tile. For the most part, looks to be in okay shape. All right. A little crack right here. Don't know how you handle that. Cast iron tub. Floor is feeling okay. That's a recessed light. I'm sure you all need to be addressed. This home needs some work. Hence the price. Everything stays. Keep them lovely toilet paper holders if you wish. All right, here's we got a single vanity. Little alcove here, and we step back so maybe you can get a better view of that. And, okay. The tile's in not bad shape. Easily refinished, I think, and fixed. Okay. And I believe that this home used to be a 4-bedroom because you see this situation right here. And we'll actually make a left. Okay. This would have been the original master bedroom. Floors probably just need to be refinished or put some carpet over top of them. Be your choice. And again, a nondescript room. It's got a closet. I'd say the only thing a little different about this closet is it's a little deeper than a standard closet with a light on the inside. Okay. I'm not sure where the switch is for this light. All right. But again, the moldings are going down below. It looks fine on this wall. Just seems to be in that living room where the main issues are. And this is the 1/2 bath, which was kind of popular back in those days. All right. Toilet, linoleum. I did not actually stand in here. Now this, there we go. Now that I stood here, doesn't feel rotted, but this floor feels a little wavy. You know, it'll move a little bit stepping on it. All right. The vanity. They do have an exhaust fan up there. All right, we'll come back down. The 1980s trim around the top of the wall. But what you didn't, maybe I didn't see or show you, but this is it now. This used to be another bedroom, and they've taken out the wall. And this is a guarantee, if you know that fella. This is a support wall. So I don't know what's above that, and I don't know if my eyes are showing me that there's already maybe a tiny bow starting in it. I don't know what kind of support is up in there. But anyway, and this was the other bedroom. You can see where the wall was, you know. This could end up being a very fine, since the bathroom is right over there, master suite, and still have a 3-bedroom. Let's stand back this way. Let you get a view. All right. And the closet that was in this room at one time, okay? And that section right here where the closet is, that's where the vanity is, all right? Scan this out. See, this all seems fine. Floor seems fine. But like I said, you need to do an inspection if you want for your own information to see what's wrong. And of course, there's the original door into this bedroom. And let's walk back out and we'll investigate the yard. All right. Coming back through. Okay. And go out the side door. Like I said, it's on a little over 1/2 acre, I do believe. Step out into the back. And this is it's not wood. It's kind of like a press board kind of siding. It was used in the day with metal corners on them. You paint them, you know. But there's that bump out. And I don't know if it was an addition after or just done when the home was made. Air conditioner, but no way to tell if it works. All right. And everything's covered up here in that bedroom, as you saw the walls. Okay. And it's cantilevered, if you see that. And that's why I'm wondering. But anyway, And there's a window to that bedroom that's part of the master bedroom. Property line, remember, everything you see here stays here. Nothing is going to be removed. It will be your responsibility to remove it. And as we come on back, like I said, it's a half-acre lot, so it's pretty gracious. Field right over there. I don't know if you can see it through the trees, and there's a, I guess, farmer's little access path over there. All right, and then this shed back here. Again, what you see is what you get. All righty. And the view of the home from back here, like I said, the metal roof does look good. That's a plus. That might be what it saved this whole thing. Okay. Just stepping on back here, a little bit of a trash pile back here. And property ending somewhere right in here, I'm sure. But we will show this, walk back this way. And I think with that said, we are pretty much done with the tour of this home. Hope it was informational. I tell you what, before I quit, I'm gonna walk around the other side so we can get a view over there. See, I was pointing out this is like, it's really not, it's that press board kind of a siding. See how it's doing on the bottom there? You know, maybe something to be addressed. But let me walk around here. Tall pine trees. I'm guessing been here a while now. Gutter system kind of was, kind of ain't no more. You can see what it's doing, see? Yeah, it just peeled right off. All right, old style windows. It's got this as a design element. I'm sure it's just wall and, you know, crawl space if you were to break it down, but I don't see why you would. It adds a feature to the home. Okay, now I do see a little bit of rot on the cornices. All right, well, okay. Yeah, you got a tree there that's been busted out. It's been heated over many a year though. Might be an idea. Take that one down. All right, so now I'll say, hope this was informational, and I hope you enjoyed what I did. Thanks for watching. Check out some others. Thank you.